Hello, it's me again. Welcome and congratulations for being the chosen few. If you're watching this, you're very lucky ones because there are not that many who's watching this, and you're the chosen few. So, and also thank you for watching this. And okay, so yeah, I had this 1 week travel to South Korea. So where I grew up, and I mean, as a teenager, as a toddler, I was born in America, Ithaca, New York, and when my parents came with my siblings, and I was born there when my dad was studying economics in Cornell University. He's an elite. Okay, I don't hate elite. Okay, they're my friends and families. All my friends and many of my friends and families are elites, and they went to top schools, and they went to fancy schools. Then some of them are rich, and they're not bad people. I'm not against them. Okay, so it's not that I'm against them. It's just that I'm doing politics, and you cannot make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. Okay, and I'm a politician. So my goodness, what? I am so sorry about this. I think it's hilarious. So it makes a good performance, right? As you can see, when you my goodness, when you're drunk, your motor skills are a little bit impaired, and that's why the hilarious show here. I did not plan on this, okay? But I give you permission to laugh out loud, and this is so funny. Look at me, I'm laughing too. So, yeah, so I do not hate elites, okay? They are good people. They are my friends and families, and but my campaign slogan is still taking America back, give Americans back the power that they once lost to elites. Why? Because elites, there are, okay, let's say this, there are good elites and there are bad elites, okay? Many of them are very humanitarian people. They care about problems and solving problems, and you know they're not bad people. Okay, so but what I realize is that not all of them, but some of them, the problem is that they lose common sense and good conscience. Because they work too much. They become workaholic to become an elite, go to top school. So they lose all that common sense and good conscience. They become selfish. Many of them, not all of them, okay? So what ends up happening is they lose common sense and good conscience. And that's what I'm trying to change here. You know, I'm running for president in 2020, and against Donald J. Trump. And I like him, okay, but he's an elite, and so he does not understand what Americans are going through every day because he's an elite. He's a rich person, and he doesn't know what our problems are, what the kind of problem we're going through every day. Because he's rich, and so he doesn't have friends who are like you and me. I make what $57,000 a year, just like average salary, 57,000 a year, average salary, and my friends they are like me and they don't make much money, and so I observe and witness what kind of problems they go through, and I know what the problems are, and I have solutions. Okay, so I talk to many people in the bar, in a restaurant, and in clubs, and then first thing that comes to their minds is that the money. Okay, they don't have much money, and they don't have good jobs. You know, America is a very intellectual country. Okay, they are very evolved country. So manufacturing jobs, Trump say, let's bring back all the manufacturing jobs, and because we are outsourcing to Mexico, to China, to Vietnam, Bangladesh. So let's bring back all the manufacturing jobs, but that's not. I don't think that's a good solution. Okay, that's because Americans are smart. Okay, so they are not. I don't think they will be satisfied because doing those manufacturing jobs. I don't think that's the kind of jobs that they want. Alright? Because Americans are very sophisticated people. Okay? We are not developing country. We are developed country. So the difference between developing country and developed country is that developed country people are more evolved, they are more sophisticated, and they don't like this manual work, manual labor. So that's the reality, and so but we do need jobs because we need to make money and survive, work. So let's give Americans some interesting jobs. Okay, that's what my campaign is about. You know, Trump administration focus on all these things like immigration, North Korea, tariff. To me, it seems like they're barking at the wrong tree. Okay, my focus is to create jobs that is exciting that Americans would love to work for. Okay, that's my campaign focus. Okay, so uh, I have many ideas because I talk to many people. I listen to them and give me ideas. I add something to it. So the kind of jobs that Americans would love is, biotechnology kind of thing. We already have biotechnologies. So we start farming elephants. We have growth hormones, and we have artificial insemination. So if elephants do not want to have sex in the zoo, in the farm, in the zoo, we just tranquilize them. We have tranquilizer. Okay, so we tranquilize them. We artificially inseminate them, and we make them make babies, and we inject growth hormones, and we make elephants grow up very fast, and we harvest their ivories. Okay, it's okay because it's elephant farming. We do this with cows and horses and pigs. We we are already doing it. Okay, so let's just generalize it so that we farm elephants and we release elephants because we're gonna have so many elephants in the elephant farms in America. So we release some of them, like 20% of them, to Africa, to Asia in their native lands. Okay, so it's environmentally sound, and so the left will love this. The right will love this. Why? Because the left will love this because we are preserving the species and we are releasing them to the wild, and we're preserving the species, and then the right will love this because we are making money. With elephant ivories, we make chess pieces. You know the chess with the king and queen and castle and pawn and this horse and what else there is there. You know the chess pieces. Okay, we're harvesting the ivory. Okay, we're gonna make big money with this. Okay, because ivory is beautiful. All right, so and elephant hide, we can make handbags for women. We can make shoes with elephant hide and with the meat. Yeah, we can eat them. Okay, because we are farming elephants. Okay, it's not poaching, but we are farming elephants with biotechnology, like artificial insemination, growth hormones. We are already doing it. So why not elephants? Okay, we're already doing it with the cows. Okay, this is a new idea, so that's why you may feel objection, but that's the price of economic prosperity. You want economic prosperity, you want jobs, you want money. There is price. Okay, I pick on elites. That's the price. Okay, they get to pay. Come on, man. Elites can pay it. They can afford it, right? I pick on elites because it's my political strategy. And also, it's the truth. I mean, elites, they are good employees, but they are not good employers. All right? That's one of the things that the female blonde lady in Donald Trump's Apprentice TV shows talked about it. You can be a good employee, but he cannot be a good employer. He can be a very good employee, but not a good employer. All right. So to be a leader, you don't have to be the specialist. You have to be the generalist. Okay. You do not need expert knowledge like Harvard, Yale, MIT, Stanford people, Princeton, whatnot. Okay, they're good employees. Okay, why? Because they obey. They that is how they became the elite. Okay, why? Because they did the homework. They worked hard. They did everything that the higher people told them to. They obey, and obey. Okay, that's elite. They are good obeyer. They are good leadee. They are not good leader. Why? Because all they do after everything is said and done, they obey. They do what they were told to do. So that's how they became elite. Okay, they obey and obey. They are good employees, but not employer. They are not good leader. Okay, so to be a leader, you have to be a generalist, and you have to have the backbone, and you have to have the strong sense of morality. Okay, so that's the leadership, right? But all these people went to Harvard, Yale. I'm not saying they're bad people, but they should not be the leader because they are not leadership material. Okay, they just obey, do the homework, work, and so many of them become very selfish. So all the only thing they care is to go up and up and up, and they don't care about the people. They only care about money. They only care about money, power, fame, just elites. And I'm not just talking about Harvard. I'm talking about any elites, okay, who are rich and powerful and famous, and who care about money, power, fame, sex, all that stuff. Okay, they're very selfish individuals, and they are controlling the nation, America, and the world. In the Middle East, in the Asia, they're all the same. Okay, we we cannot let them control us because they are not us. We are not them. Then they are not us. Okay, so America should be represented by average Americans. What I mean by average American is that we are hardworking. We work hard. We are not rich. We are not powerful. We are not famous. All right. Just like me. I am you. I'm not famous. Nobody is watching this. If you are watching this, you are extremely generous person. All right. That's why I'm thanking you. Okay. I thank you. Thank you very much. So people like me and my friends, all right, they're just like you and me, who are not famous, who are not powerful, who are not rich. We go through every day, and we face the problems that every American, most of Americans go through every single day. Okay, so taxation. People talk about money to me a lot. I talk to many people because I tell them, I'm running for president. So what's the biggest problem in America? And they tell me money. Okay, tax is too high. So why is taxation so high? Because traveling. Okay, all these elites who went to Harvard, who went to West Point, generals, and this U.S. congressman, U.S. senator, governors, and this president. How many traveling they are doing, and how much money does it cost? A lot. Okay, they fly, and they have this secret service escort, and they have limousine and motorcade, and they rent cars, they have these hotels, and they have these meals, and it costs a lot of money. Taxpayers hard earned money. Okay, here's the tax. I'm a famous, powerful man. I'm a politician, so you pay me to travel for free to Hawaii, to Florida, to wherever in the world, to Singapore, like Donald J. Trump did, to meet this mass murderer, Kim Jong Un. He killed thousands of his own people. He's a mass murderer. But Donald J. Trump was like, oh, thank you for meeting me. Oh, you are the king of the world. Thank you for meeting me. And he treated this Kim Jong Un, this mass murderer, like the king of the world. And he cost thousands of dollars, tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars of American taxpayers' money to travel all the way to Singapore to meet this mass murderer. That's Donald J. Trump. If you're Donald J. Trump's fan, I'm sorry if I'm offending you. I'm sorry if I'm hurting your feelings, but that's the truth, okay? He cost hundreds of thousands of American taxpayers' money to meet this mass murderer in Singapore. Okay? I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that. If I'm the president of the United States in 2021, in January, I'm not traveling anywhere. Why? Because we have to save money. And I hate traveling. I have this 1 week travel to Korea, and I did it with my own money. and with my own leave time. I'm a computer programmer. I make only average American salary, $57,000 a year. And to travel to Korea, I took 1 week vacation with my own earned leave time. It cost me $1,700. Okay? My own hard earned dollars. Money. Okay? It was not small. Why did I do it? Because my grandmother, she's like 90 some years old, and she prayed for me. I had to go and see her to thank her. I bought her gifts, like cardigans. I bought her 3 cardigans with all 3 different colors, alright? Because I called my mom and I asked her what kind of color she likes, and I bought 3 colors that she like, and because she prayed for me and I had to thank her. I love my grandmother, all right. So that was why I had to go there to thank her, and I used my own money and my own leave time that I earned over 7 years. It's been 7 years since I've been to South Korea, Seoul. All right, and it was a torture to go this air travel. It took me like 5 hours from Alaska, Anchorage to Seattle, Washington, beautiful city. And I stayed in Seattle for 9 hours because the cheapest flight I could find, 9 hours stay. Then 12 hours flight from Seattle to Seoul. Okay? I hate flying. It's a torture. It's not fun, okay? But I did it because I love my grandmother, and it's my filial piety, my obligation. And also, yeah, I love my grandmother. I wanted to see her. So I was there for 7 days in Korea, okay? But when I'm the president, I am not traveling anywhere unless some foreign country pays for it. Okay? I will not use American taxpayers' money to travel. That's not going to happen. But if some foreign country pays for it, then yeah. And if it's something important, if Americans want me to travel, then yeah, I will travel in the economy class, just like anyone else. All right, just like anyone else. So it's average. One of my campaign mottos is average Americans representing average Americans. Me and my friends, just like you, they do not make much money, but they have good conscience and common sense. They know what the problems are in America that is facing Americans are facing every day, and they care for it because you are me, you and I am you. We are you. Okay? Which is average Americans representing average Americans. Okay? So it's very leftist, socialist, communist kind of thinking, but yeah, so that's why Democrats will love me, and I'm running as I think I will run as a Republican, but if Republicans don't support me, then I'm running as independent because I have to be the president in 2021 January. If Republicans don't back me up, I am running as independent. All right? Why am I running as why am I trying to run as a Republican? Because I'm conservative. Okay, I oppose gay marriage. I oppose marijuana. I oppose tattoos. I oppose piercings. One here is fine. It's beautiful. Okay, it's traditional. But here and here, no, I oppose that. Tattoos, I oppose it. Period. Gay marriage, I oppose it. Transgender bathroom, transgender surgery, I oppose. Okay, so I am very in line with the Republican Party, but Republican Party are supporting Donald J. Trump, and they are not going to even have primary. If that's the road that they are going to go, then I'm out of Republican Party. Okay, because they are being stupid. Republicans are not smarter than Democrats. They are as stupid as Democrats. Okay, because I am smarter than Donald J. Trump. And if Republicans do not recognize it, that I am smarter than Donald J. Trump, then I don't want him. All right, I'll just go independent. All right, and well, okay, because there is nobody else in the world who is better than who can lead this American country better than Donald J. Trump, except me. I am the only one who can lead America better than Donald J. Trump because I'm smarter and I'm younger and I am stronger. Okay? So Donald J. Trump, I love him. I read his books. I watched his TV shows and I still am a huge fan. I love that man. He's great. Okay? He's doing awesome. But I can do better and I am better and that's why you should vote for me in 2020. Now, let's take a break. Maybe like 5 minutes or so, okay? Okay, I'm almost back. Let me wash my hands. So I like my fingers clean. Let me pour some wine. I like dry red wine. And, all right. Let me close the window. I want you to ventilate the air. Okay. And let me close the window and get it started. Restarted. All right. Okay. So we talked about politics. It's give and take. Probably you don't like me talking about politics, just like my parents. They hate it when I talk about politics. Are you drunk again? Oh my goodness. Yeah, they hate it. So, okay, let's talk some humanology. So last time we talked about different things, like here, it's been a week, so it's all dry and hard to erase, but it's fair price to pay. I get to see my grandmother and my old friends, and yeah, I had a good time. Okay, the flight was horrible, so I had to. Oh my goodness, it's a torture. Just all that stuff. But okay, let's talk some humanology today. Okay, and I drink my wine. Mm. Okay, so we have in humanology we have this metaphysical level and physical level, right? And this partially erased part. Let me fill that in. So metaphysical level is God, right? Then angel, we don't know much about angels because the Bible talk about angels very sparingly. And we have concept, we have human, half of human is metaphysical, half of the other half, a lower half is more materialistic, physical. So animal, plant, object. So object. Let's start with here. You know, your house, your car, your dog. Well, dogs are animals, but your car, your house, they're objects, but you get attached. Or your comb that you have been using since your childhood, yeah, you're emotionally attached to it. Okay, so they are very, 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 very significant part of our lives. Okay, and this pen that I'm using, this whiteboard, they're all objects and they're useful. Okay, so that's why we cannot just ignore objects because just because they are lowest in the wrong. No, they're significant. Okay, and even in the movies like Steven Spielberg movies. Personally, I think I'm a better director than Steven Spielberg. I made one movie all by myself. It's called A Therapy for Metaphobia. It's in YouTube. Okay, I think it's better movie than any of the movies that Steven Spielberg made. but, but that's just me. And Steven Spielberg, you know, Indiana Jones. I love that theme music about by John Williams. Da 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 da. Right. So in that movie, he has this cowboy hat, Harrison Ford have cowboy head, and he was like he risked risk he risked. My tongue is not rolling very well today because I'm drunk. He risked losing his hand grabbing that cowboy hat back, okay? When the stone wall door was closing, okay? That's object, alright? So, and just one another movie by Steven Spielberg where a bad guy died, probably drowned or something, but his head was floating on the water. So yeah, hat is an object, but it has this a lot of meaning beyond object. Okay, it becomes more like a concept where it represents something, it symbolizes something. Okay, it's sublimation. It becomes sublime. It becomes something bigger than that. All right. So yeah. So okay, let's talk about. I'm really hungry right now, so I'm doing this for you. So thank me later, okay? Alright. If you understand my accent, but yeah, I really thank you for being here with me. Although your presence is imaginary for now, because nobody is watching this. Nobody is watching this. It's just me and camera and whiteboard and pen, eraser. That's it. There's nobody watching this, okay? And today is what? July 16th, 2018 or something. I'm alone in Alaska. Alright. Nobody's with me. It's just me talking to in a theater with empty audience. There's no audience. It's just me. It's the true one-man show. And I love it, okay? That's why I came to Alaska. Why do you think I came to Alaska? Because I love people, but I like being alone. And I love sex, but no girls want me. Just like nobody want to watch this video. Same reason. I'm a weirdo, I'm strange, I'm this gigantic, harmless, nerdy, geeky monster that nobody wanna be around with. Okay, so alright, let's do some humanology. Distance d equals 1 over commonality. Alright, it's a simple equation with two variables, distance, like distance, commonality, like me and you, we have something in common, commonality, and we have this absolute value symbol here. Okay, absolute. Okay, you have. If you don't know this symbol, just go Google search absolute value. The absolute value is so easy. Absolute value of -3 is 3. It turns everything to positive. Absolute value of 3 is 3. Absolute value of -3 is 3. It turns everything into positive value. Okay, so that's commonality. Now, commonality equals negative difference. We use D for distance already, so I will do this with a difference, df. Okay, if you and I have something in common, like you are conservative, I'm conservative, and it's like +5. Okay, so both you and I agree that gay marriage is bad, and transgender bathroom is bad, and marijuana is bad, and tattoo is bad, and piercing is bad. So you and I get positive 5 of this commonality. But if you and I are different, you're liberal and I'm conservative, so you think gay marriage is good, and transgender bathroom is good, and tattoo is good, and piercing is good, and marijuana is good, then you and I, the commonality is negative 5. But the difference between you and me is 5. Okay? So, now, this could be a little bit interesting. And so, there's me, there's you, and there's someone else. A, B, C. I'm A. And you, depending on who you are, you're B, and there's someone else is C. Let's say I am A, B is conservative, and C is liberal. Okay? So between me and that conservative guy, I have commonality value of 5. Between me and this person C, so I am, let's say I'm Adam, and B is Brian, and C is Charlie. Okay, so Brian is conservative like me. Charlie is liberal. Okay, I love them all. Okay, I don't hate anybody. They are my friends and friends. Half of my family and friends, they are liberal. Okay, politics is not important. The only thing that matters is love, just like Jesus said. Okay, so me, Adam, and this Brian, we're conservative, so we have 5 commonalities. Okay, so the distance between me and Brian is 1/5, like 0.2. Just very small number. Okay, but the distance between me and Charlie is also 0.5, 0.2, 1/5, because it's absolute value. Okay, so C is a commonality, right? So difference between me and Charlie is 5. So the commonality between me and Charlie is negative 5. But we put in the equation, and this is the absolute value, so becomes 1/5. That's the distance between me and Charlie. It's the same as the distance between me and Brian. Do you know what that means? Okay. Okay. So, if you have you ever in your high school days, have you ever seen your friends fight each other, and you try to stop the fight because you love your friends, but they get together, they start wrestling and punching and this boxing, kickboxing, whatever, right? They try to get each other very close. And they think about each other all the time. These two enemies, they are your friends. You need energy. You need to spend this energy to separate them, because they want to get together. Just like two lovers. Just like two lovers, okay? If you're a father, if you have a daughter and she's dating this guy that you don't like, it takes energy to separate them. They try to get together. Your daughter and this bad guy, they always try to get together, and they want to have sex. Sex looks like wrestling, okay? I'm talking about wrestling in sports. They get together, and they do all these things with, like, the sex looks like just wrestling, okay? So wrestling is not some friendly handshaking. No, they're fighting. Okay, so boxing, the same. Martial arts, same. They're fighting. They are not friendly with each other. They try to kill each other, okay? or just defeat. Okay, choke or this submission, right? Tap, 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 whatever. Or boxing, like punching like this, right? Like this, right? Like this, you know. I know martial arts. Okay, so I know all about it. Okay, so if you are enemies, yeah, they like dance. It's like it's like dancing, but also I am a straight guy. Okay, so when I dance with a girl, yeah, we dance, right? When I court somebody, when I have sex, that does not happen very often, but it does happen every once in a blue moon, or once a year, or once every other every third year. Yeah, yeah. I want to get close to that girl. Okay, so enemy and friends, they are very close. Okay, it's because it's absolute value. Your enemy, you have an enemy, you think about that enemy all the time. Like, how can I possibly make him suffer? Right? You think about that enemy all the time, just like you think about your lover all the time. You're a man and you have a girlfriend. You think about her all the time, and there is this guy. It's a triangular relationship where this guy is trying to steal your girlfriend. Okay, you think about that guy all the time too. So the metaphysical distance is very close. All right. So this d distance here in this humanological distance equation is a metaphysical distance, commonality, absolute value, difference. Okay. So that's the concept that I'm conveying to you. Is the word magical and magical, like magic, black magic, with this cards, with this all this sleight of hand, this magical, the word magical, and the word medical, like doctor, the science, medical, and also the word miracle, like Jesus, this feeding the thousands with two fish and five loaves of bread. They have the same word origin. Miracle, medical, magical, same word origin. Okay, so this is the magic and medic and miracle of humanology. Okay, all right. So it's been 48 minutes, and do you want this continue? Do you want this to continue, or you want some more? I can tell you what happened in Korea. Do you want some more? Yes or no? Well, there's nobody, so you know what? I think I'll do some more because if you give me like 5 more minutes of cigarette break, then I will talk about something else. What happened in Korea during the 7 days? Okay. All right, 5 minutes break. okay, I'm kinda bad. Um, Let me have some Toms because I'm drinking and Toms line my esophagus and stomach. I don't just drink anything. I drink hard liquor, vodka. So kinds of tough on my esophagus and stomach. Anyway, so I'm back. So um, what happened in Korea? I mean, I met people, friends and families, and because I told my parents, hey, bring your friends and families, and so that I can talk to them, and they did. Okay, so talked to my grandmother. She was happy to see me, and my cousins, my aunts and uncles, and so yeah, it went well. They had great time, and my parents, yeah, they didn't like me talking about politics. Are you drunk again? Why do you drink from the morning to the evening, all day, every day? Because I'm on vacation, okay? I'm during the day, during the regular weekday. I cannot drink because I have to drive for 1 hour to work. They're not gonna tolerate that shit, okay? So, I don't drink in the morning during the weekday, but in the on the weekends in Alaska, yeah, I drink. Yeah, from the morning, then I maybe take a nap, and in the evening, I drink again too. But I'm a very hard working person, okay? So because I'm a computer programmer full time, so I work and I do politics, meaning going to meetings and meet people, shake hands. It's my extracurricular activity, all right? So it's something I do for fun because otherwise I don't get to meet people. I have 3 bedroom house, this 3 bedroom house, and live by myself, and I don't get to meet people. Okay, so I get bored. So running for president, well, ignore it. Okay, it's not that important. It's just for something I do for fun as a hobby because I'm bored. That's all. Okay, you don't have to take it too. Don't take things too seriously. Okay, if I sound crazy, just think I'm joking. Okay, just regard it as a joke. It's not that important. Okay, because the only thing that matters is what you do for happiness. Okay, so that's what I do for happiness, to have fun. All right, and I'm a joker and whatever, right? So, what happened in Korea? There was this time, just about when I was leaving Korea, I met this young Korean Americans, and they gave me hard time. All right, I met them in the airport, and they were like Korean Americans. They gave me some hard time. They talked about my drinking, and they didn't like me talking about. There was this Korean all female band. I know their names, but I'm not gonna say it. Okay, they're female Korean bands. You know, these girls, Korean girls, they're beautiful. They're really in shape, and they are all natural. They have no tattoos, no piercings, and they're fashionable. These Korean all female bands. One of them blew my mind away, and in that band it's like 7 girl group, and 7 girl all Korean female band. One of that one of those girls in the 7 girl band blew my mind away. She was so beautiful, and I love oldie music like in 70s and 80s. 60s, both in Korean and American music. So yeah, me, my dad, my mom, we went to karaoke in Korea, Seoul, Korea, and I saw that old girl band in the background. And when I was singing karaoke, that girl blew my mind away because she was so beautiful. So I looked them up, and I'm a computer programmer, so I'm very good at looking people up in the internet. Okay, I don't know, I did not know their name, the girl's name, no, nothing. I looked up like the most beautiful girls in Korea in Google, and I looked up like top 10, many of them in the YouTube, Google. So yeah, I saw that music video, and I looked them up. Okay, so I found her. Okay, and so with these Korean American girls who are Korean American guys, I met them in the airport when I was leaving Korea. I talked about them. Hey, I saw this band, old Korean girl band. Do you know them? And they said, yeah, they do. And I asked them, okay, which of them in the seven girl group, which of them is the prettiest? Who do you like the most in that band? And they got upset. They asked me, "Are you drunk? Like, what did you drink? Are you are you drunk?" That's what they asked me. And I said, just a little bit. I'm drunk a little bit because I was drinking soju. Because Korean airport don't sell hard liquor. They only sell makju, which is beer, Korean beer, and soju, which is like Korean rice wine. They're not strong at all. Okay, so I was drinking this soju by the bottle because it's so weak. I mean, it's great, it's good, I like it, but so I just drank. I didn't use the cup or glass they gave me. I just drank it like this, the bottle like this. I just wrapped it in a napkin and drank it like this. Yeah, I got inebriated. I was not sober, so yeah, I was drunk. So yeah, I wanted to talk about these Korean girls because they're so beautiful and they got upset. So I was wondering why were they upset? I'm thinking like maybe they were not Koreans. They're Korean Americans. Okay, so they spent a lot of time in America. Okay, so they were going back to America, something like that. I don't know. But they were in Korea, it's Korean Americans, and they were upset because I was asking them like, which of those girls are the prettiest? Which one do you like the most? They got upset. So I thought my speculation, my theory is that they were upset because I was treating, objectifying those Korean women. Okay, those Korean girls, Korean band, singers and dancers, they're all Korean. Okay, meaning they were born and raised in Korea. Okay, so just like all American girl, meaning born and raised in America. Okay, so with no foreign association. So that's the Korean girl, all girl band. They're all born and raised Korean girls, and I think they did not like me treating them as like a sexual object. So okay, so I thought our conversation ended there because they got so upset. And my theory is they did not like me treating these Korean girls like sexual objects. Okay, so they did not like it. So oh well, there's something that happened, but yeah. So that's something that happened that I remember. Uh, Everything else should not be would not be very interesting to you, and something to mention. And I appreciate their correction. And but hey man, okay, it's an airport, but we were allowed to drink there. That's why they sell drinks like soju, makju, Korean beer, Korean rice wine. Yeah, yeah. It's I did not do anything illegal, so I drank there with my own drinks that I paid, and it's we all guys, okay? So yeah, we talk about those things. I mean, come on. But yeah, there were some other girls around us because of a public area. So maybe they were kind of conscious of that. Maybe they were worried that other Korean girls around us would not like our topic of conversation, and I was insensitive about them, these Korean girls around us. I appreciate it, okay, but they were being too cautious. Come on, man, don't you have a sense of humor? I mean, what if I offend somebody? Why is it such a big deal? Why do you have to stop the conversation there? They were younger than me. They were like 20 something. I'm 40. Okay? So why do you have to be so sensitive? Yeah, they're right. I have to be considerate about people around me. Yeah, but it's a joke. And to make a joke, yeah, you have to offend somebody. Okay? If you are too afraid of offending anyone, you cannot make any jokes. You can never be funny. Alright? It's about tolerance. You have to be able to tolerate other people making jokes about you. Otherwise, life would be too boring. So yeah, yeah, be tolerant, okay? All these people, you talk about you have to tolerate, but you don't tolerate when it comes to you. Okay, so at least be consistent. Okay, so all right, so that's what happened in Korea. It's been more than 1 hour. Okay, so okay, good night. Okay, bye. We'll talk about things later. Bye.